Christmas Day on CBC Radio One, CBC Music, and on the Listen app.
Hello, I'm Nick Coxall.
Good evening. I'm Chris Houghton. This is As It Happens. Tonight was Christmas Eve in 1957, and I was a pilot trying to get home for Christmas.
Charlie Delta, buckle your seatbelt and prepare for takeoff. Fireside, Maitland's classic reading of The Shepard by Frederick Forsyth is coming up in T-minus 90 seconds.
I was sitting in this little writing room in this hotel, and it's getting spookier and spookier. What about the pilot? That was the night sky. I wonder,
Directing air traffic nearly 50 years after Mr. Forsyth wrote that holiday story on a whim on Christmas Day in 1974, British director Ian Softly turned it into a short film. He told Neil that had a lot to do with John Travolta, and possibly As It Happens.
And I think he had and really enjoyed the Christmas Eve broadcast with his family.
Holiday tradition, the story of Cy Spiegel, who flew dozens of missions during the Second World War and was at one point declared missing in action, but survived to help perfect the design of the artificial Christmas tree.
And he told me that he wrote a telegram that said, "I'm safe and well, letters following, happy birthday, love."
And sticking the landing. Believe it or not, tonight's story of a lost pilot almost never made it to air. But after it first aired in 1979, it was clear that The Shepard was a runway hit.
They were riveted to the radio, and they sat there that when they were expecting to be going out to cocktail parties and going about their business, they couldn't get out of their cars. They had to stay and hear how this story ended.
As it happens, The Shepard edition, radio that's glad they decided to take a flyer.
Bam, bam, bammity bam, rumble, rumble. She was down. The main wheels had stuck and held.
As we have nearly every December for the past 45 years on our last show before Christmas, we begin tonight with our annual reading of Frederick Forsyth's The Shepard, as read by former As It Happens host, the late, great Alan Maitland. The year is 1957. An RAF pilot is heading home from Germany for Christmas. Fog sets in. All radio communication is lost. And here now is Fireside Al with The Shepard.